Oh, it looked like I'm live. Hi, y'all. It's Pam from this channel and from Midlife Crisis. So I'm not sure who's there. I see that there's two people there. I'm guessing it's Taylor and Melissa. I'm just guessing though. It is so hot today. My feet are sweating. Brian's over there laying on the bed, doing nothing. What are you doing, Brian?
Nothing.
Are you researching?
Yeah.
Your phone? He's searching his phone. So, got my ice pack just in case I get really, really hot. Ooh, it's sweating. It's really sweaty. Let's see. I got my paper here. I have my glasses in case I need them. So, I have a list of stuff here, and I wanted to talk about how we were able to retire. It's Leo. Hey, Leo. Thank you for coming and joining me today. I was going to start to say us, but unfortunately, Brian's just over there listening to me, which I don't really like that, but whatevs. Oh, hey, Taylor and Melissa. I hope that you guys are going to start making videos pretty soon. That'd be cool. Just do a little short one and then put it out there and see what happens. Like some sort of introduction thing. I don't know. What I was going to say was how we were able to retire. I retired from working at a gym. I worked at a gym for like 10 years, and I retired early because Brian had thought about doing some sort of a, what would you call that, Brian? A cable park?
Yeah.
It was like a wakeboard park. He had this idea for it. But it turns out it didn't happen. It couldn't happen because it was, I don't remember back that far. Anyway, he quit his job as a software engineer, and I went to work in the mailroom of some company, and it was pure hell. It wasn't bad. It was just not, 8 hours a day. I had to get up at 4 in the morning. I would get to work at 6, and I just didn't like it as much as I did working at the gym. Working at the gym was really fun, and I got a free gym membership. So when I started working a regular job, I gained a lot of weight, and I was not happy about that at all. It wasn't that much weight, but I freak out when I start to gain weight. So when Brian finally figured out that wasn't going to happen, then he started doing like software consulting, and he was making pretty good money from that. So I was able to quit, and then I just chose to stay at home after that. And I did paintings and stuff, but never really, I sold some things on Etsy at that time, just kind of like what I do now. So nothing ever serious, but I did try to set up some booths at art shows, but I think that a lot of people don't really want to pay $300 or $400 for a painting. So it's easier for me now just to do something like a really quick painting and charge less for it. So It's very difficult to get $300 for a little picture. It's not really realistic. So, also, I didn't get in the art business for the money. I do it because I enjoy it. So Leo says it sounds like him and his wife. False guy at how we do stuff. I think you had a typo there, Leo. I could decipher it. I like puzzles, or Brian does anyway. I like to help Brian with his puzzles. Set up a booth and hand make stuff as well. Yeah, I watched some of the videos, and I love the little, those little round, like, tree things. I can't remember what, it's like called a tree of life or something like that, but they're really cool. Leo's wife does that, and I think they're both really talented. Where was I going? So Brian and I have always been frugal, I guess you could say. We would always spend money on traveling and stuff. That's pretty much it. As far as like buying clothes and name brand stuff, we could care less about that. So I see you said, sounds like me and my wife that handcraft stuff and set up a booth. Yes, that's really cool. Except for I never made any money doing that. It was a whole lot of work, and no, I didn't really make any money at all. So, but I didn't let it bother me. I have made quite a bit of money selling small things, so I'm happy with that. It's not gonna make me rich or anything, but that's okay because I enjoy it, and that's the main thing, right? That you enjoy what you do. But you shouldn't starve either. That's why we kind of decided to start the YouTube channel because we wanted to document everything just so we could have a memory, or look back and see how far we've come or whatever. And also because we both have family that lives, my whole family lives in Texas, and Brian's family lives in Pennsylvania. But he also has a sister that's in Phoenix. So anyway, we did it for that reason, so they could all see it. But hopefully some of my family watches my videos. I don't really know. They don't comment on them a lot, but every now and then. We really never made any money on that either, as much as we. Yeah, I hear you. It's really difficult to make a lot of money in art unless you're really, really dedicated. And to me, it's something I enjoy, and if I don't want it to become a job or something I have to do. So that's why I prefer it the way I'm doing it, and I'm happy with that. I would like to do more, but I have a couple of paintings over there that I need to finish. For some reason, I don't like to do it for a long period of time. I like to do it for just a minute and then put it away, and then I come back to it. Anyway, so back to how we were able to. So Brian made pretty good money as a software engineer, so I didn't have to work. And I mean, if I had worked, yeah, we could have saved more money, but he really liked the fact that I would do all the cleaning, and I did all of his laundry. I would have the meals cooked when he would come home. His meals would be served to him. Like, all he had to do was sit there, and I would do everything. And I think did I even do the cleanup back then? Yeah. We had a dishwasher back then. Leo says we do it for the love of it because we love what we create in the end and how beautiful it turns out. And any true artist is the same way. Yes, I know when I get done, it just makes me so happy to look at it and know that I did that. And it makes me really happy. I'm working on a couple of projects right now. The thing I was doing with the tires, well, we went, where did we go? For Brian's birthday. So my son's birthday was Wednesday, and then Brian's was Friday. So we went to Phoenix and celebrated my son's birthday and Brian's birthday on Thursday. So it was the day in between their two birthdays. And we had a lot of fun. My daughter and my son live in Mesa, and they're roommates, and my son lives upstairs and my daughter and her boyfriend live downstairs. So we had a lot of fun. We played some games and had some pizza. It was fun. And then we went back through Tucson and visited our friend Jared and Minerva. And we went to Mount Lemmon for the day. And that was really awesome because it was like 100 degrees in Tucson. But then if you drive up that road to Mount Lemmon, it's just an awesome, awesome drive. Just like rock formations everywhere. It's really cool. And literally cool. Once we got up to the top and we went and took a ride on the ski lift they have there. And it was a little pricey, but I thought it was worth it because once you get up to the top, the very top, and while you were riding up it, it's very windy and chilly. It felt so good. Have you tried turning tires into flower pots? Yes. I did. I have done, like, I did a little tire swing out of a tire. I painted it purple, but I didn't wash it well enough, and it ended up peeling. And then I painted another tire purple, and I planted a cactus in that, and it's at the end of the driveway. It used to be really bright purple, and now it's lavender because of the sun. That one wasn't so hard. I just, like, all I did was cleaned it, painted it, and then put sand in it and put a cactus in it. I'm trying to read a tribe called Cookies. Hello. Mountain Woman is one of our favorite places to, Mount Lemmon. Mount Lemmon is one of our favorite places to go. Our daughter is a photographer and she loves to go up there. That place, oh my gosh, the whole day, all I could say was, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's so awesome. And it was so cool. Brian and I went up there like 20 years ago. We went camping up there in my Nissan Sentra that I had way back then. And we had a great time camping. And we stayed like in a tent. So that was fun. How often do you have to dust the interior? Well, I should dust probably at least once a week, but I probably go around once a month, maybe. It just depends on my mood. It's not my top priority. But like the countertops and stuff, we clean those probably every day. Oh, hey, Moses. How you doing? Moses says howdy, Brian. He said howdy. We turned our tires inside out and made them look like a flower pot. Oh, so I have looked up a whole lot of different things to do with tires, and that was one of them. And I don't think I'd want to try to do that inside out one. That looks like it would be too difficult. So I was trying to make a snake out of the tire, and so what I have to do is make the head like this. So I want to try to, instead of slicing the tire just straight across like this. Does that make sense? So you have a snake head. It's very, very difficult. I watched a guy do it on a YouTube channel, and it looked really hard. Tires make great fuel for fire pits. They burn forever. That would be great, except for I'm sensitive to everything, so I'd probably choke to death if I set a tire on fire. Brian, would I choke? Brian says yes, he agrees. Do you concur? What else was I going to do with I saw this thing. Everything I saw with tires, I was like so excited. But then when I saw the effort that had to go into it, so I went and got the tires and cleaned a bunch of tires, and then it got really hot, and then I didn't go back out. So that tends to happen a lot. I have these big ideas, and then I don't do it. So I think I might start with 2 tires and just spray paint them in the snake pattern and see how that looks, and then see what happens after that. I just did little planters out of they're like this big, and I put them around some existing plants that are already out there, and then I put some cactuses in a couple, and those are just down under the tree over there. They're kind of small though, so you might not have noticed them, Leo, when you were here. I was talking about reciprocal saw with a metal blade is the best way. That's what Brian said he was going to try. He's going to try to do it for me, because one time I tried to do a what was it? A pallet wood, to take all the slats off of the pallet to make. I was going to make something. It never happened. So I wanted to I was going to glue the pieces together, and I cut a heart out of cardboard, and I wanted to make like a heart out of these. So by the time I got it all cut and pasted the heart on, I gave up on it. I tried to cut it with the saw, and it was, I don't know, this wood was like so difficult. Or maybe it was the blade. Was it a bad blade, Brian? Why couldn't I cut it? I couldn't cut the pallet wood. I was probably doing it wrong. Leo says my son had to drive to Tucson, headed back down, going through the canyons, be passing by your place. Oh, you're passing by? Like today? What time are you passing through? We're just hanging out here today. I don't think we're really doing anything. If you want to come say hi, that's fine. I think. Do you care, Brian? No, they can't come. Brian said no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just let us know, or let us know what time, because I'll be doing this for a little bit longer, and then that's about it. That's going to be the extent of my day. I don't know why. I've just been, after we got back we had such a good time. Then we came back and it was super hot here, and our trailer tends to stay at about 85 in the summer. Doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter what kind of air conditioner we had. In the summer, when it's like 90 to 100 outside, the coolest we can get in here is 85. So at nighttime, he sets the air conditioner to go off at like midnight or something. And I always wake up sweating. It sucks. So I have to deal with that for the next 3 months. So I wasn't real happy when I woke up this morning. And I just got to get used to the idea that for the next 3 months, I'm going to be sweating. I'm going to be doing lots of ice packs and lots of cold showers. Swamp cooler. Oh, you know what? I've heard the swamp cooler thing is the way to go, but we already bought this mini split thing. And also, swamp cooler uses lots of water, I think. That's what Jim told us. He didn't like his. Wish I could today, but got to get home. They're not coming, Brian. Yeah, some other time you should. You know what? If you ever want to come and visit or something, you can shoot us an email. We check the email all the time, or periodically throughout the day. midlifeprices@gmail.com. That's midlife, and then Price, because our last name is Price. PRICEES. Wow. midlifeprices@gmail.com. I'm very thirsty. I need to drink more water but I try to cut it off at like 5 p.m. because when you get to be an old lady, you have to get up and go to the bathroom multiple times unless you stop. If I stop drinking water at 5 o'clock, then it won't be as bad. Oh my gosh, it's hot. It's probably 85 in here right now. Let's see. I got the thermometer right here. Oh my gosh, it's 85 in here. Yep. And that's about what it stays at. It'll probably be in the, like, if it gets up next week, it's going to be 100. It'll probably be 90 in here. And that's what we're going to have to live with. It sucks. That's why I'm PO'd. Garden of Twitty. Oh, that's a cute name. Hey, you guys, this is my first time catching you live. I agree on the water. Stop around 5. Yeah. Yep, that's what I do. Yeah, Brian doesn't usually join me on these on my channel because we do the one on Wednesday on midlife prices, and I guess that's enough for him. Me and my daughter and son would love to come by, chit chat, meet you guys. Yeah, that sounds good. I do the same thing, Moses. I actually I haven't brought out my squirt bottle yet, but I keep it by the bedside. And at nighttime, when we keep the fans on, and I spray myself with the bottle, and this right here, it feels really good. And also, it's really cloudy today and it's windy. So we started getting the heavy winds in March, and then it continued April, and then they continued May. Now we're in June, still blowing like a mofo. I'm mostly watching that. I will check your channel out after I'm done here. I'll go check it out. Garden of Tweety. What is your, do you mind telling me your name? I might not remember, but I'll write it down in my notes. I did have a list of all of the high desert names. Anyway, I was going to talk about so we spend about $300 a month on groceries. We try to limit it to once a week. And we will spend about $50 each time we go to the grocery store. I'm not sure. Daryl Twitty. Oh, that's cool. Like Conway Twitty. Oh, it's Twitty, not Tweety. I was saying Tweety. So the coldest the trailer gets is, yeah, yeah, that's right. So we got to live with that. It's just not energy efficient at all. And even though it's colder over there, over here it's 85. And if you, like, when you go up the stairs to our little bed up there, that's probably like 90 degrees over there. But we keep the fans going. Yeah, I used to listen to Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. With my mom had records, and she listened to those all the time. We have a mini split. It's over there. It's like a heater and an air conditioner that's mounted up there on the wall and inside here. The AC that we had on the RV went out like when we very first moved here. It didn't even last a week, I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't think anybody would be happy with 85. I'm certainly not. But what you gonna do? I mean, he's trying to build the house. Right now he's laying in the bed, but he's doing what do you call it? Window and door bucks. So I've been really bad about putting any videos out on either channel. I don't know. I've just been kind of in, I don't know. I've been confused. I don't really know what to do. So indecision makes me do nothing. I work on things and get nowhere. Do you guys have a AAA roadside assistance? I don't think so. We don't have roadside assistance, do we? The mini split does pretty well, but the problem is when it's 100 degrees. Because of the trailer is so, no insulation or whatever. We're the same way right now with our videos, trying to figure out what to put. Yeah, so I don't want to. I'm trying to put out better videos, and I was trying to make a new feature video. Like on my channel, I have this one video that comes up if somebody goes to my channel, and I'm not happy with it at all. I was like talking really soft. It was like the first video that I put out, and it's from like over a year ago, and it's the video that people see every time they come to my channel. And so I've been trying to put a new video together, and I wasn't happy with it at all. So our land is in St. David, which is in Arizona between Benson and Tombstone. Dolan Springs. I'm not sure. I've heard of that, but I don't know where that. Do you know where Dolan Springs is, Brian? He doesn't. I've heard of it. I can't think of where it is, though. No battery needed. Are you talking about the swamp cooler, Moses? My goal was to do just like a video, like a vlog video where I do things throughout the day, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just lazy, I guess. That's my only excuse. It's funny, we're pointing to the Benson area right now. Oh, I think that's what you mean. Are you trying to drive and text at the same time? So you're driving somewhere over there right now. Anyway, I was talking about how I buy groceries, and I was going to talk about some cheap meals. Okay, so Dolan Springs is north of Kingman. Okay, I know where that is. Kind of over by Laughlin and those places. Talking text. Update videos are always cool. Yeah, A lot of times I go outside and it's so windy. When I try to film something, it just doesn't come as, I just haven't. Plus, we haven't really been doing a whole lot because of Brian is researching the window bucks right now. So that's the next thing, to get doors and windows. The rain makes me lazy. Planting flowers today. Oh, that's cool. Ann Dale, Homestead in the Colony. Hello. The first live, she's in North Carolina. Tombstone. Oh yeah, I've been there. Like, I've actually went to the gun show one time. We drive through there all the time though. When we go to Bisbee and when we go to Sierra Vista. Yes, that's what it is. It's a creative block. So I have 2 little paintings that I'm working on for my dad for Father's Day. And I'm almost like, I have this bad habit, and tell me, maybe you've done this too. I get almost finished and then I just stop. That makes me crazy. And then I look at it every day and I'm like, I got to finish that. And then finally I'll finish it. And then I get angry with myself, and I don't know why I do that, but that's what I do. That's me. I had gotten a little better at, well, whenever, if somebody buys a painting, that makes me work faster. But if it's something like I'm doing for my dad and I know I don't have to, Father's Day is still, I'll probably wait till the day before I have to mail it and then finish it. Nah, hopefully not. Yeah, Tombstone's pretty. I like it. It's really cool over there. And usually you see people walking around in like cowboys and girls dressed like, what do you call it? Ladies, saloon ladies. Okay, let me talk about my meals that I wanted to say. Okay, so my cheapest and best meal is beans and rice with Pico de Gallo. I love that. I'm so right on with you with getting almost done and then stopping for whatever. Yes, performance under pressure. At least I'm not as crazy, or what do you call it, nervous about doing the lives now. I think it's because we've been doing the lives every Wednesday, and I usually don't have any trouble coming up with something to talk about. I don't mind talking. I do make, oh, that's another thing. That's another way that I save money. And Moses is probably going to laugh at this because I know he loves meat. I don't buy meat ever. I do have a friend every now and then. She gets bacon and she'll give me some of the bacon. But I don't like touching meat, like cooking meat, preparing meat. I don't like it. But I make my fake meat out of tofu. I use tofu and this stuff called Vital Wheat Gluten, and you mix it together. Hey, Brian Stern, what are you doing here? Aren't you at work? I switch between pinto beans and black beans, and I also like garbanzo beans. Brian, Moses said that he would die without meat. Like to eat meat, but I don't like dealing with it. Yep. I don't like the price of it. And I also, now I like what Moses is doing where you're raising your own meat. And I just think that factory farming is so terrible. Unfortunately, I saw some videos and it was like, it's so horrible. I don't want to contribute to give any of my money to those people. So I used to eat chicken, was my favorite thing. And I would marinate it in lime juice and grill it. And it was so good. Oh, I saw that. The fish you caught. I do like fish, but that's another thing. I just don't want to touch it. And it's just, I used to watch my dad. He would catch catfish and all kinds of fish, and when he would clean them, I think that I still, to this day, I'm disturbed by that memory of, as a little kid, I would say, "Hey, Dad, do they feel that?" Because he would chop them in half while they're alive, and I'd see all their guts and stuff, and it was just disgusting. But I don't. If anyone else likes meat, that's okay. It doesn't. I'm not vegan. I tried to be like a strict vegan for a while. I just could not do it. Because I like to eat cheese every now and then. I like to have creamer in my coffee, and I tried to switch, and it just did not taste the same. And I thought, well, if I stop buying meat, then I'm doing something. What else do I make? Oh, I make spaghetti, which is a really cheap meal. I get great value noodles and great value tomato sauce, and that is Brian's favorite thing. Brian Stern said, walk over and punch you in the leg. I'd rather punch him in the face. Oh my gosh, my mom used to make the best fried catfish. I do miss that. And the tartar sauce, and she would make hush puppies from scratch. It was so good. Had to stop in Benson because a little man is getting car sick. Is that your child or is that a dog? Whoops. I didn't mean to say it like that. That didn't come out right. Oh, I can't stand getting car sick. That's horrible. I hope he's all right. My dad has a dog named Little Man. That's funny. Okay, so what else do I have? The fake meat that I use it sometimes to make tacos, which is pretty cheap. And then I also buy veggie burgers, and we buy these pretzel buns. And Brian really likes to have a lot of the same things over and over, and he doesn't like for me to change them up. He wants me to cook them same exact way every time. I love to smoke meats with wood smoked catfish. I still, every now and then, I will do some chicken on the grill. Like if there's my friends Steve and Donna, they live in Phoenix, and sometimes they'll come and they'll bring chicken breast, and I'll do the old lime marinade, and that tastes really, really good. Brian Stern, are you at work? So after we got the sill plate done, that's probably why I haven't done much video footage, because after that happened, he's trying to figure out the next step, and it's really difficult because he doesn't know what to do next. So he's trying to get advice from people and do all this research, and we're trying to figure out what size windows and door butts. Oh, he's working from home. So I have it on my list to do a drawing of how the house will look. But I'm not real sure. That's really difficult for me to do. Ginger ale sounds good, because I was supposed to get some more diet soda, Brian. We forgot to get diet soda. I only like diet soda, but I don't drink it very often, but every now and then I like to drink it. When I get nauseated, I do this thing where, I guess there's a thing right here, so you're supposed to press down. When we were going up to Mount Lemmon, I started feeling nauseated, so I was like, you press down on this part, and it worked. It went away after a while. Plus, I chewed on some mint gum. Buy the windows, then build the bucks. Brian, did you hear that?
Thanks.
Brian said thanks. Yeah, why don't we just go and get the windows, Brian? Can't we just go and buy them and bring them back here? I don't know what he's doing, but he gets very upset with me if I question him. Only because I ask him the same questions and I don't remember what the answers are, and then he gets upset about that, which I don't blame him. I would too. I can drive a person insane, is what I've been told. So I'm also, we eat, he eats sandwiches for lunch. I usually eat salads or cereal for breakfast. So we do like cereal or some oatmeal. Moses says he was just picking on you. He loves it, Moses. Don't worry. I'm very artistic. You make all those paintings for me. Got to figure you can use it. Yeah, I can. I'll do it. I don't know. I have this weird thing where I feel like nothing's ever good enough. And even though in my mind, I tell myself, so what happens to me, it's a vicious cycle of, I'll hear a voice in my head that tells me it's not like I'm not schizo or anything, but I just hear like a little voice that tells me it's not good enough or something like that. And then I get angry at myself for thinking that. So it's like a vicious cycle. I'm angry a lot at myself. I'm actually better though. I was very, very dark and disturbed when I was younger. I was good at hiding it though. Brian has helped me a lot. Was I pretty much insane when you met me, Brian? But you didn't know it though, did you? What? You knew it, but you didn't care? That's a lie? No, I wish it was a lie. It's crazy. I don't know why I do that. It's probably because things that happened when I was younger, but I don't like to use things that happened in the past as an excuse. Oh, there's a question that I saw that was interesting. What will the present punish you for? And what will the future punish me for? It's me. What will the present punish me for? I don't really understand that question. Good enough. Make like Adrian. Doesn't need to be in color. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm just going to do it. All women are a little crazy. They have to live with us men. Yeah, Brian knows that he's no walk in the park either. He gets paralyzed. Paralysis analysis. I'm sure he is hearing that. But we all have our faults, right? Brian, what does this question mean? What will the present punish me for? What will the future punish me for? I think it means like I think that I punish myself. The present, maybe that means that I worry too much about everything. But my question is, how do you make it stop? Whenever I was walking around today, I was feeling very frustrated and angry because it was hot and I was trying to exercise and everything was going wrong. When it seems like everything is going wrong, then I start trying to think of all the things that I have to be grateful for. And that usually gets me back on track. When I think of people that are less fortunate, people that maybe they don't have fresh water, like, or even a roof over their heads at all. So I try to always think of what I have to be grateful for in that. That's usually what gets me through. Or I will, if I go for a walk, and that's what I did this morning, and then I'll like listen to songs I like. I listened to the Carpenters. I really like the Carpenters from the 70s. Don't make future defining decisions based on past failed experiences. I agree with that. I think that we don't want to plan too far in the future either, because we're just going to take it one step at a time. DIYer, hello. Hey there. What do you think of Pierce? Is it a good town? You know what? I think it's gorgeous. I love it there. We actually thought about living there, but I didn't want to live that far out. I like the fact that St. David was kind of in between, or Benson's only 15 minutes away, and my kids live in Mesa, so it's like 2.5 hours for us to go see my kids. But Pierce is really, really gorgeous. I know a few people there's some people that I know that live out there. I think Tiny Shiny Home lives out there. Dragoon Mountains are out there, and I really like that. It's gorgeous. It is a little far. Like if you go shopping, you better stock up, because it's probably 30 or 45 minutes to the nearest town, which I think is Sierra Vista. But so what else do I have? Oh, dust devils. I have dust devils down here. We have been getting hit by so many dust devils. It's getting really scary. Everything got knocked over, and I can send you pictures of traffic pollution. Don't worry, I don't need that. We just visited my kids, and it was so noisy there, and they live on a very busy street, and it was crazy. I was very glad to get back to the quiet, except for the heat. And now it's cloudy, so we have to run the generator part of the time. Real estate lady said it's remote, 45 minutes to, yeah. Holly is out at Walmart. Gotta go. Okay. You stay cool too, Moses. We'll see you later. I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for dropping by, and oh my gosh, Debbie. Hey Debbie. I guess now I can't go. I was thinking about cutting it short, but that's right. We need some rain big time. We haven't had rain in probably, it seems like a year, but I think it was like 6 months ago. Brian, do you know how long ago it was? It's not. Debbie just got here. Now you have 2 more hours. Oh my gosh. I don't have my fan here. I've got my ice pack. So Debbie was one of my best friends when I was in 8th grade. She moved just across the pasture from me when I lived out in Davila, Texas, which is out in the middle of nowhere. And I think she actually still lives in that area. Debbie, I have to ask you, how did you not want to leave? I mean, I guess because, oh man, we always had so much fun riding horses and stuff. We have so many awesome memories from back then. Hey, thanks for coming on, Debbie. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed riding horses back then. Do you remember when we had a friend named Kim? I always wonder whatever happened to Kim James. And she had a horse that ran off with me. Do you remember that? It tried to sideswipe me off by scraping me on the fence, but I managed to hang on, and it just ran back to the the old hitch and post. Excuse me, I have to get a drink. You do remember that. That wasn't my imagination. Man, we used to have, there's so many memories from back then. We would have sleepovers all the time. And I remember we'd go to the store and we'd have those big bags and we would go shopping in, I think it was called Red and White Grocery Store. Wow, we would get so many snacks and foods to eat. And when we went to Six Flags, we would plan these sleepovers like weeks in advance. It was so much fun. What I wouldn't give to go back and talk to myself and just say, you don't have to hate yourself for the next 15 years or whatever it was. It was so idiotic. I'm talking about me, the way I felt about myself, and I always had low self-esteem, which I don't really understand why. That's just me. Oh yeah. That's right. We would save to go eat at Dairy Queen. And wait, what I'm trying to remember where the Dairy Queen. It was in Bartlett, right? And we would play tennis. Were you there when we played tennis all the time? Me and Lori and Ronnie and Debbie and Kim. And then there was Leslie. I remember I dated Leslie. I think we just held hands or something. That was the extent of it. I wonder if he ever watches these. I know he's on I've seen him on Facebook, but well, I guess on Facebook you keep in touch, but Ronnie looks like he lives like he's what do you call it? A jet setter. The Halloween party. I do sort of remember a girl named Lynn, and we went to some Halloween party that was in a barn or something. I left when I was 13. We moved there when I was 7 years old, and then we moved when I was 13 to a different town. I'm trying to also think. Boy, that was a long time ago. And Debbie, didn't you move there when I only knew you for like 2 or 3 years? I thought you were like 12. So from 12 to 13. I know. I did not want to move. I was so crushed. And do you know, I never had friends like that again. I was like, oh my gosh, I was bullied so bad. Like after I left there, I moved to a town that was really small. And there were only like there was one boy in my 8th grade class when we moved from Davila to Aquila. And I don't know if you remember, but the band bus stopped at a gas station, and I went on the trip. It was like an 8th grade trip or something where we went to Six Flags, and the bus made a special trip. Couldn't have been as small as Davila. I think it was actually a little bit bigger than Davila, but yeah, it had a school and it was very small. And I quit the band, and I played clarinet for 4 years, and I used the band clarinet, and I had to give it back. Tom, hey Tom, it's hot. It's hot here. It's like 93, but it's cloudy and just really hot. So we're talking. I'm talking with my friend Debbie, who went to school with me in 8th grade, she was one of my best friends in 8th grade. So we had so many fun times together. I'm trying to think so when I went to the new class, I went to 9 different schools, I think. So after I left Davila, I went to like 5 or 6 more different schools, and I was bullied in all of them, and it was horrible. But I survived. But I never would I always I would turn the other cheek. Didn't know you were in band. You remember band camp? I do remember going to band practice. And if I remember correctly, Debbie, didn't you play clarinet also? But I don't know if you, yeah, I remember you in your band uniform, like we had the blue blazers and the white pants or something. Yes, I played clarinet for like 4 years, and I was really good. I don't know, Debbie, do you remember that I was really good? I beat out a senior for the first chair. So we had I can't remember were you in the first chair or not first chair? I mean, they have like different sections, and I was first chair, first clarinet. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I was shocked when it happened, because I think the girl's name was Cynthia, and she was a senior, and Mr. Martinez was the band director, and he would have us go into this little room with him, and we had to make the little tuner thing stay in the middle. And I don't even know how I did it, but I was just musically inclined. I do remember that we were always in band together, though, that we went to the practices, and it was really fun. And I had a hard time marching and playing at the same time. So a lot of times I just would pretend I was playing when I was marching. So, but I loved band. And then I used the school clarinet for 4 years. So when we left, I don't know why my parents just didn't say, "Hey, let us buy the clarinet." And then I would have kept that clarinet and played it, but I just never, it didn't occur to me. They said, "Give it back." So I gave it back, and I actually bought a clarinet at a garage sale because I thought I wanted to try to do it again. And I went and bought the little reed things that you put on it to blow it. And my mouth was so sore. I forgot how hard it is to play. And then it went back in the closet, and I never played it. And then I decided to sell it on Craigslist. So I decided to let that go. But then I took piano lessons, and I learned a couple of songs on the piano, and I still have my Casio keyboard. You guys, I'm getting tired. My mouth I'm not used to talking this much. That's rare. That's a lie, but pretty rare to make the first chair with the school clarinet. It was fun. I think I remember. I think that really happened. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. So hey guys, I'm gonna let it go to get to 60 minutes, and I'm gonna make it to 1 hour, and then I'll stop it at 1 hour because I'm very sweaty, and I think I'm gonna go shower now because you know what really sucks is when I cook in here and it gets really hot. But we turn the fans on and just try to stay cool. Let's see, what else did I have on this? That's about it. Sandwiches. I think Brian's asleep. Or he's faking. He's pretending to be asleep. Tom says hi, Brian. Oh, that's good, Leo. I'm signing off now. I'm trying to do this every Monday. I didn't do it last Monday since it was a holiday, and I didn't figure anybody would be on here. Brian, go. Brian would hit me back. Brian would probably hit me back if I hit him. So Brian wants me to hit you. I'll go hit him when I'm done here. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you, everybody. And stay cool. Stay classy. Bye.